All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. My wife just got a new to her 2024 VW Atlas, and we are gonna do a little oil change for the first time. So we got our kit that we got. I'll put a link to this in the description. We have 0W20 oil, 6 quarts of that. You can see this is the VW 508/509. This is really highly recommended for this car. The kit I bought has a brand new drain plug and crush washer. You could reuse your drain plug if you want. Make sure you get a new crush washer. And you're gonna wanna get a new oil filter. When you get your new oil filter, you're gonna have a new O-ring that we're gonna use as well. Let me show you the parts on here. So the first thing you're gonna do is get your car up high enough where you can drain the oil. We have a 2-post lift here, but before we raise it, we're gonna go ahead and pull this lever here to release the front. Then right above the VW emblem, stick your hand in there and there's a little slider that you're gonna slide over. That's what we did to release it. And you have a big hydraulic arm here that's gonna keep it open for you. So some of these vehicles have just a plastic cover that snaps in and you just literally pull it straight up. They had a recall on those and this one does not have a new one on it. But this is our fill cap, so we're just gonna go ahead and open that before we lift the car up so that it can vent. And right here is where the oil filter is gonna be. So we will open that up later after we drain the oil. All right, so this piece right here is just a part of your frame, and that's where your standard jack goes and lifts up from there. So I'm gonna line this up so that it lifts up there on the front and the back. A lot of people buy the ramps that you just kind of drive up on that lifts the front of your car up. It just gives you enough space to get underneath it to loosen the drain plug. All right. All right, at the front here, you're gonna have 10 of these little T25s. So there are 3 here, and then there are 2 back here in the rear, 2 over here, and then another 3 up here. And then you have some of these larger T45s, these silver ones. So this car has 1, 2, 3. It looks like it's missing one here. So you might have 4. So just go ahead and remove all of those.
Are you done doing this?
There is one more in the middle. After you do that, then you can separate that piece. And look, you can see the bottom of your engine. And here is our oil pan. So if you come around and look from the back of the car towards the front of the car, you will see your drain plug right here. And crush washer, that's what we're gonna remove to drain all of the oil out. Okay, it's the same T45 as those other bolts. So you just want to crack it loose. All right, after it's cracked loose, then you're going to go ahead and get ready. You want to have a drain bucket of some sort underneath. Might want to use a glove for this part because when it starts coming out, it's going to shoot out forward a little bit and you'll just have to yank all of that stuff out of the way. There we go, beautiful. Shooting forward a little bit so we can catch it all in our bucket. And now you're just gonna sit here for a couple minutes until it all drains out. Now when I change oil on my cars, I always like to try to catch it in some sort of clear container that has measurement marks. These I made myself, but then you can see how much oil you drained out because you will usually wanna be putting about the same amount of fluid in that you're taking out. Now this vehicle is designed pretty nicely that if you do drive it up on ramps, it is gonna be at an angle, but you can see that the drain pan is already angled like that for you. So it will not be an issue. You do not have to have it perfectly level to drain this car. All right, so make sure you put your new crush washer on your drain bolt, or in this case, if you use the kit that I got, it comes with a new drain bolt. Never a bad idea to just go ahead and replace both of them. But if you only replace one thing, make sure it is that crush washer, because it's called that because it does crush when you tighten this down to the correct torque, and that's what prevents it from leaking. All right, so once no more oil comes out, make sure you tighten this by hand so you do not cross thread it with that new crush washer on. Just get it hand tight. And then you're just gonna take a rag and clean up around there any dripping. You wanna make sure that this is nice and clean, because that way, if you do ever have a leak, you will be able to see it and it's not just old oil. All right, the correct torque for these is 22 foot-pounds, and if you wanna convert it to Newton meters, that is about 30 Newton meters. So if you've never used a torque wrench, you are just going to tighten it until, go slowly until it beeps. So it's showing you there, you're getting closer. Go slow. All right, keep going. And there you go, 30 Newton meters, 22 foot-pounds. So you can see that they have some, they call these witness marks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a matching one here on the bolt. Can't really see it on the camera, but now you can tell we remember that this has been torqued. And another reason to torque things is if you come back and check this later and this mark has moved from where this is, then you know that it is loosened on you. Anytime I do a job on my car, I like to have everything look nicer than when I found it, so I clean all the parts. All right, you want to line this back up, and you can see they go every other one. So the middle one goes underneath, on top, underneath, on top, like that, and this just snaps back into place. Let's start with this middle bolt and replace all your bolts. All right, that's everything we need from the bottom of the car. Now we will come back up top and work on replacing this filter. All right, so you need a giant 32 millimeter socket to remove that. Get it loose. Before removing it, I like to put some rags around it, so if it drips on you, it won't drip all over the car. All right, so just kind of lift it up slowly and let it drain down there, because it's gonna have a little bit of oil left in it. And you can just kind of stick the rag under it, take it out, and that's what that contraption looks like. You can separate the filter from the cover and the other part, so you can see that is a well-used filter. So you can go ahead and dump that remaining old oil in here. All right, and just kind of wipe this off, and we're going to get rid of the old filter, replace it with the new one. And you can see on the cover here that this is that O-ring that came with the kit that we're gonna replace. Another important wear item, don't keep reusing this or you will get an oil leak eventually. Easiest way is just take a little hook tool, hook right under it, and just pull that thing off. And then we're gonna take the new one, and we're just gonna get a dab of oil and run it around there. So not only will it help you get it on here a little bit easier possibly, but more importantly, when you are tightening this back onto the car, it won't bind and you'll be able to get a proper torque on it.
Yeah, so easy. I need smaller gloves.
All right, make sure you get it all the way down in the proper groove. Don't leave it in the threads up here or it will definitely cause an oil leak. All right, we're gonna drop the old filter in there and it should press down all the way. I think it just sits on top of that other spring. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this whole assembly back in the car. And then, of course, start it by hand just to make sure it is not cross-threaded. Clean all the oil off it. All right, this thing goes to 25 Newton meters. It actually says that on here. It's printed on it in case you forget. So we are gonna go ahead and tighten it down to 25 Newton meters. You will see that it spins really freely until all of a sudden it gets down and does not take much more. So these cars are supposed to take about 5.7 liters, which is about 6 quarts. And you can see that these are my liter marks. So it is right about 5.7 that we took out. So we're gonna put 5.7 liters back in. Okay, to keep our engine nice and pretty, I always like to put some rags around there in case we spill. Gonna go ahead and start with liter number 1. When we've got these guys with the foil, here's a little trick I like to do. I just kind of open it up here at the bottom and then poke a little vent hole here on the top. And then we can pour from right there. Hold on, wait. So when these guys are shaped like this, the intent is to make it easier for you to get it down here this way. And we've got a nice little stream that we can aim right in there. And we're just gonna pour all of this one. And with our vent hole on top, it prevents it from doing the glug glug all over your engine. All right, 1 down. Repeat 5.7 more times. Don't forget to put your oil cap back on, and that is it. All right, I hope this video was helpful, guys. Please give it a thumbs up if it was, and check out the next video. We are gonna show you how to reset your service light. So after you've changed the oil, you probably wanna do that too, so it doesn't annoy you, and you'll know when to do it next time. So see you guys in the next video.